Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Coming right up is part two of our Fred Astaire, Rita Hayworth double feature. It's a movie they made 1 year after the film we just showed, You'll Never Get Rich. This was their second and last film together, a movie which was originally called The Gay Senorita, but then retitled in favor of You Were Never Lovelier. The latter inspired by a beautiful song by Jerome Kern and Johnny Mercer, written for the movie and used to help sell the movie and the charms of Rita Hayworth to the public. You'll notice in this film that Rita's hair is also lighter than in You'll Never Get Rich, part of the blueprint to further mold Rita towards looking her very best on camera. Now, she started out as a brunette, then her hair went to being deep red, then to a lighter red, and eventually a red that was almost orange. I think more time was probably spent finding the right hair color for Rita than was spent on the scripts of some of her movies, but that was typical of most movie musicals made in the 1940s. This time the story concerns the efforts of a wealthy family in Argentina to follow the tradition of daughters being married in order of their ages. Thus, a push of the family is getting the oldest daughter get married so her younger sisters can marry their beaux. Now, no expense was spared, though, on the music for this film. Jerome Kern, very much a legend by 1942, was hired to write the original songs for the movie. The lyrics are by the great Johnny Mercer. There's also Xavier Cugat and his orchestra, giving the film a terrific Latin beat with vocals by Lina Romay. Now, by the way, there's also one big solo dance by Astaire, which was something of a requirement in every Fred Astaire movie. It said Fred insisted on at least one solo because it was the only way he could be sure at least once audiences would watch him work. He said that he knew that when he danced with Rita Hayworth or Sid Charisse, Ginger Rogers, or whoever, that in those duets the audience invariably watched his partner more than they watched him. Well, in this next movie, a little warning, you have to wait quite a while for Fred and Rita to take their first dance steps together, but once they begin, it's worth being patient. So here also with Adolphe Menjou, and 5 years before he co-starred with Rita in the musical Down to Earth, Larry Parks. From 1942, when World War II was raging away, You Were Never Lovelier.